Starting a half hour early. Doesn't matter. I don't think anybody come in anyway. So, like the graphic says, I'm going to try to do some steampunk, and just one problem: I don't do steampunk well. At least I don't think so. So this should be interesting as I try to muddle my way through this. So I did print out some, like steampunk attire. So the idea is that the Society for Women Engineers in Hawaii is holding a charity fundraiser for women in STEM, and artists are doing work. Either a percentage of the profits or the sales go to the charity or the full price. I'm going to try and do at least one piece, maybe two. The idea being though is I'm gonna like draw out the main character, but with no face or no head, so that whoever buys the piece, I can add them in to make them the steampunk character. So I hope that works. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt that real quick. I'm just going to turn down. I have some music playing in my ear, but it's a little loud. I'll start the slideshow back up. People see representative sampling in my work. Dennis Imoto. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Yeah, I wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but I got home and this is a project. The 5th is the deadline, and I've been dragging my feet because I'm not really a steampunk guy. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, like I said, I just printed out some different steampunk looks so I can try. I was going to do like a couple, but then I thought, well, maybe a couple wouldn't buy it, so I'll do like one female, one male, and if a couple buys it, great. They can buy both pieces or 2 individual pieces. So I'll start off with the lady, I think. See if I can get my mind into this steampunk aesthetic. It's just not something I like the look, but it's not something I draw on the regular. So anytime I have to draw steampunk, it's like doing homework. It's like I feel like I have to study. So like I printed out some backgrounds, so maybe I could put like a hint of some stuff behind them. Although I don't want to spend that much time doing all this perspective and stuff. So if I put a background, it'll be kind of impressionistic. I might lean heavily into like the steam to hide a lot of the stuff. Just to be lazy, but just being honest, and again, it's a charity piece, so it's not like I'm not going to see any of the money from it. So, do I want to kill myself doing it? Not really. But I do want it to still look nice. But I think the focus would be on the people anyway, so that like I said, whoever buys it, if they like the steampunk aesthetic, then I can add them into it and then get it to them. I've done this kind of stuff before. Like I do zombie hordes. I've done like 3 or 4 zombie hordes now where I have a whole horde, but then I leave a spot for whoever buys the piece and just add them in so that they're part of the horde or they're running from the horde or someone look very nonchalant about the horde. That's kind of fun. I've done it for sketch covers too. Same thing, zombie hordes. For the horde, hey Reed. The link is in the chat, by the way, for Dennis and Reed and whoever else might wander in. If you guys want to come in and chat, like I said, I'm going to try and muddle my way through this steampunk stuff. If you guys have suggestions or anything, feel free to throw them out. Otherwise, I'm just going to rack my brain trying to get this right. So let's see. I kind of like this 3/4 view. If I can get whoever buys it to give me a 3/4 view pose, that would be nice. I'll just draw a place for the head for now. So that whoever buys it will know that they're going to go approximately here. Hey, who's there? It's Humaka. Hey, Reed.
Yeah.
Reed, I disabled the audio avatar, so you won't show up on my screen unless you bring your camera on, but people can hear you.
That's fine.
Yeah. So, because I get, for these kind of streams when it's launch stuff, people sometimes don't want to come with their camera, so in a sense, taking up screen space. So, how you doing, Reed?
Okay.
Anything exciting going on?
No,
Okay. You're a man of few words.
nothing exciting.
Let's see. Steampunk has a very gun aesthetic, so can I give her a gun? I think
What is that for?
but that thing for Chi Chow, the Society of Women Engineers,
Hmm.
like a fundraiser for women in STEM.
Hmm.
Like I said, I don't normally draw. I like the look of steampunk, but it's not something I draw
Yeah.
regularly, or I don't
You
really.
just
I don't
draw
think
a
I draw it
highball.
well. Eyeball, Pepe. Yeah.
What you call it's kind of steampunk.
Roy already doesn't like me. I don't think I need to draw his character to make him even madder.
Um,
And it's
what you
just if I'm
call
back after I eat
strawberry
Brenda's
switchblade
calling me.
is kind of steampunkish.
Kind of mixing and matching elements and stuff, trying to create something a little unique. But like I've been dragging my feet on this because I knew about this like 2 months ago or a month and a half ago, but
Hmm.
it's
It's okay.
just because steampunk's not my thing. It's like, do I want to do this?
Did you draw something steampunkish for freeze thing?
No, not for freeze. I drew like a little anecdote from Hawaii Con. Hopefully that'll be ready to go here soon. I don't want to keep asking Vincent, because he's doing it out of the kindness of his heart. Like, I don't want to bug him about it. Hopefully it'll be coming soon. I wonder I could do this in like duotone. You can make it look like vintage. Just like stick with sepia tone, maybe. What do
Hmm.
you think?
That's what I do.
Kind of keep it in that vintage vibe. I could just do the pencils, and then that way when if somebody gets it and they want something particular added, I could add it later.
True.
I don't know. I'm just kind of winging this. I just thought it'd be nice to have something like that someone could get that it's like personalized, you know.
Mm,
You work on anything
bunch of chibis.
for something or just for the heck of it?
For the, I figure I gotta get something done for this con.
I'm sorry, I'm making you work. Reed's talking about the Comic Jam Hawaii online mini con coming up Veterans Day weekend.
Better than nothing,
We're
right?
holding it on Facebook. And, Reed will be one of the artist vendors there. So go buy his stuff, yo.
What stuff?
You know, that's what you're working on, right? You're making chibi.
Uh,
Go buy Reed's chibi, yo. Lady steampunk fashion looks pretty damn uncomfortable. Who else is watching? Dennis was watching. I know, but he said he's going to go eat dinner.
yeah, I cooked some. I'm just waiting for it to cool down.
Although the way Dennis wrote it, it's almost suggestive. He says he'll be back after he eats Brenda's. Brenda's what? Oh, Brenda's calling me.
And then what?
Take a look at the stream. Dennis says he'll be back after he eats Brenda's calling me. He's like, yeah, it needs some punctuation because it reads weird. I think I will add a gun. Let's see. So if we do arm, just watch out. Where the gun would be. I can have the hand on top of it. That's the gun. And the finger extended because we got trigger discipline.
What?
Trigger discipline. Keep your finger out of the trigger guard so you're ready to shoot. What do they call it? Trigger discipline?
I don't know. Never heard that term.
Well, that's essentially what it means is like when you're holding a pistol, you keep your trigger finger out of the trigger guard until you're ready
Oh,
to
yeah,
shoot.
yeah, yeah. Oh, is that what it's
Trigger
called?
discipline. Yeah. So you'll see a lot of, and I've been guilty of this in the past myself too. You'll see a lot of artists like draw the gun, with the, you know, in a situation where you wouldn't have your finger in the trigger, your finger in the trigger guard, or at least you shouldn't have your finger in the trigger guard.
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation. If they're military trained, I would see that. But if they're, you know, people that kill on a regular basis, they're not really very disciplined.
I think the people that kill on a regular basis probably better trained and more disciplined than the
I
usual
don't know if
rabble.
they. I don't know if they would take their finger off the trigger, but that was the whole thing with gunslingers, huh? It increases speed, huh?
Increase the speed. What?
Speed to have your finger on the trigger. In Western gunslingers, they also had their gun cocked, so
Well, like when you're doing like target shooting, it's one of the things I learned to do when I was target shooting was to pull the trigger or to pull the hammer back
yeah,
because
with the other
because
hand, huh?
otherwise when you squeeze the trigger you get that kind of jerk action on your
Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah,
shot.
yeah. Well, a lot of them use the. I guess it depends on because I've been watching those speed trigger guys. They either use their other hand to knock the hammer back, but I
Oh
guess it
yeah,
depends.
that's like you see where they're pushing one hand against the other to cock the trigger.
Yeah, and then the other guys, there's the other guys that shoot low, the quick draw guys that shoot low,
Mm-hmm.
one handed. Their trigger system is like really fast, but
Let that fill out more. And let's see what else. Some straps and some buckles and you been streaming lately, Reed?
not in the past week.
Have you down for art improv? You still good for that on
Yeah.
Sunday?
Did you guys still need panels and stuff?
No, I think we're good on panels. Do some interesting stuff, I think.
Hmm?
rods. And hey, Jingle Space, how you doing tonight?
What's that?
So,
Hey,
Jingle Space. Remember Jingle Space from last
Jingle
time?
Space, yeah.
Reed is with me also, Jingle Space. I just don't have him on screen. I haven't.
How's your art then, Jingle?
I've seen Jingle Space has been streaming, but I haven't been able to catch the streams because I'm usually either doing yard work or during the weekends or working on other stuff at home at night. Today, so I'm working on something that I'm not good at, Jingle Space. That's what I'm working on. I'm doing some steampunk portraits. But the Society of Women Engineers here in Hawaii is holding a charity fundraiser. Sorry. And art is part of it. So my idea is I'm going to draw like a portrait, but I'm going to leave the face out so that whoever buys it, I can add them into the portrait. That's my thought anyway. But my thing is that I'm not very good at steampunk, and that's the theme for this event. I've known about the event for a month and a half now, but I've been dragging my feet because I just know steampunk's not my thing. Fake it, I guess.
He's working on a steampunk thing too.
I'm about to start on a steampunk piece too. All right. The school art club has a theme every month.
Hmm?
Do you like drawing steampunk though? Because I'll tell you, for me, Jingle Space, every time I have to do something that's steampunk related, it's like doing homework. I feel like I have to study. That's why, like, I have this printout with me, some different fashions and stuff that I can pick elements from and kind of mash them together, and then I have this like for setting. What the heck is that?
My phone.
Jeez, that scared me.
I picked it up a little bit. Yeah, it's that. What is that? Back to the Future.
I think I need to clear this up a bit. There's too much design details. I think that might be one of the things for me too. Jingle is it's a lot of detail, but it's just. I mean, I like looking at it, but it's just not an aesthetic I work with on a regular basis, and so I find that I have to really think about what the hell I'm doing. And that's why like print out the references helps. There's the hell's that one program, Art Reader, where you can take like different source materials or source photos, and it'll use AI to like kind of blend elements together. That's kind of a good way to do stuff too. It's called Art Reader. Been a while since I've used it, but like when I was doing D&D streams, and we needed like D&D armor, and I didn't want to draw somebody else's characters, and I would use that to generate some of the armor and stuff, so that it had unique elements. That bugged me. Is it Art Reader? Yeah, artbreeder.com. Yeah, just artbreeder, artbreeder.com. And like I said, you can take a couple different source photos that have like kind of look you're going for, and then the AI will like create a new image based on that you can use for reference. It's kind of even if you don't use it, it's a fun toy. Like that. Let's see. Let's see. Add some more doodads and stuff to that. I'm going to keep it kind of simple because, again, it's not my aesthetic. So gears and stuff. It's like, when I was talking to my coworker today about it, like we got gears for on stuff for no reason. You know, it's like, I don't understand why is there a gear here. It's just for the look, but it's like, but that to my thinking, the whole thing with the steampunk aesthetic is, it's based on this alternate technology where instead of petroleum, we're using steam powered stuff, right?
Mhm.
What's the is it Steam Boy, the anime?
I don't know.
That thing had like a crazy. I want to call it a motorcycle, but it's not a motorcycle. It's basically like it's a big wheel, and then you sit on the inside of it, and the wheel spins around you.
Don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Steam Boy. Pretty sure that's the name of it. So I think what I'm gonna do, let me drop in. I'm gonna break out. I have sepia Copic. I have warm gray. I have cool gray. I have cool gray Copic. I have a warm gray. So I'll use a warm gray for the
That's why I
line.
use ink.
Huh?
That's why I use ink.
No, but I'm just gonna, like I said, because I'm gonna just do the line art with the warm gray Copic. Make up stuff as we go here. Let me turn this sideways. So.
Yeah, that's why I use ink for sepia ink.
Random done. I use when I'm drawing like science fiction stuff, the term I use is greebles. Remember Space 1999, Reed?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, they did a lot of the terms for the special effects came out of that era, the 70s and 60s,
Hmm.
70s. But like greebles is where they're, and kit bashing is another, kit bashing means a different thing today. But kit bashing was where they would take like plastic model kits, like ships and planes and stuff, and they like just
Oh
put
yeah,
parts
yeah,
together. And then the term greeble is just the random details where they would like take random stuff and just glue it on to make it look like something's there.
yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah.
it called? That's what a greeble is.
That's what they call it.
Side topic. Chingle says, side topic. It's probably nighttime for y'all, but your screen is so bright I keep having the delusion of it's daytime for you. Ha ha ha, because my table is always at the window so I can look out whenever. My uh, my drawing area is in the corner of my room. So you can see, where these two monitors are lines up with the corner of my room. I don't know if I can. I think I'm as zoomed out as the camera will go. Um, but when the pandemic hit, is when I started setting up my streaming studio because I needed to talk to people. So to do that, I started streaming. Um, um, so like the drafting table, it's a regular like a Walmart cheapie. It's only like I want to say like 30 inches or maybe 3 feet wide. And then I just went out and bought a piece of MDF, medium density fiberboard, cut a bigger top board and screwed it on so I'd have a bigger work area. um, as far as, I probably need to get better lighting, but I've got a overhead light above me, and then I've got two desk lights here and a side light so that it fills in my fat head. Um, is there a link to? Oh, is there a link to Artbreeder? I think that's what you were asking. Yeah, if you just go to artbreeder.com, jingle space, um, you'll find it there. You said it's a neat program. You play with variables, and the AI will regenerate a new drawing based on the input images and you know the variable you should select for each image. Whether it's like I want more of this this image is like um, armor, and this one's fashion or whatever. I forget what the toggles are, but it's kind of that idea is where you pick and choose what elements you want to emphasize from each source image, and then the AI generates something new based on that. And then, because I'm not one of these guys that draws fantasy and sci-fi all the time. I think if you do it a lot, you get better at it, and just like you're able to generate the ideas out of your head. That's just like with anything. If you draw anything enough, you're going to get better at it. So these guys are like, who's that guy that does all the World of Warcraft stuff? Reed, do you remember his name? Grimlock. I think it's Grimlock. Like Grimlock, you can see it. Look at Grimlock's work, and I think it's a guy. But the artist has been doing that stuff for 20, 30 years, so he's got that aesthetic down. So he can draw, the weapons and armor and stuff off the top of his head because he's drawn it for so long. But if you only dabble in it every now and then, like I do.
It's like Kaimi.
Like who?
Kaimi.
Kaimi. That name's not familiar to me. Who's Kaimi?
That's the one that the big Hawaiian-looking guy that comes every so often.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a famous artist. Yeah, he draws a lot of the kind of, but he does a lot of the World of Warcraft type of stuff.
Yeah, he draws a lot of those.
Kaimi, is that how you say it? Kaimi,
Kaimi.
Kaimi.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of this will be fleshed out when I add tones or colors. It is it's 7:36 here now, Jingle. So yeah, it's dark outside, but I do have a pretty bright light on me. Yeah, super bright. Is it too bright? Because I try to keep it. You talk about the drawing area or my head? I do have a side light that I use as a fill light to kind of keep all the shadows off my fat head. Where was Jingle at again? 1 p.m. So
1 p.m. I think he's in what you call what you call
Guam?
No.
Singapore. 1 p.m. is one, huh? Singapore.
Singapore.
What's that thing? Oh yeah, Singapore. Yeah, you're right, Singapore. That's right, because I remember talking about walking to the hotel at the Merleon, the Sea Lion. Sorry, I'm old. My memory's crap. That's why Reed helps me out. Reed's got a better memory. Reed's a few years younger than me, not a lot, but enough. Enough where it makes a difference. I have drawn enough guns in my time that I can kind of fake elements for a gun. But
yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Anybody that's really familiar with guns will know that I'm just making shit up.
It doesn't really matter with steampunk. You just put whatever you want. The more elaborate, the better.
Yeah, makes me think I'm gonna put a glove on her of some sort. Mm. And I'm actually, kind of fudging it a bit because I'm drawing the gun like at a 90-degree angle, which is an artistic cheat too in itself. Because if you ever look at a firearm, there's always just a slight angle to it at least. But then I have to deal with the perspective, and I don't feel like messing with it right now. How's the weather in Singapore, Jingle? Oh, it looked like glove on there. So. It was rainy yesterday, but it's nice today. Big sun. Not very heated up. No, it's been pretty warm here lately. Reed and I are in Hawaii, if you remember. I don't know if Dennis is still watching. Dennis is in Hawaii too. We got 4 people watching. If any of you are more experienced with steampunk, want to give me some advice, I'll take it. I'm just faking my way through this.
Hmm.
Dennis is still here. Is that a corset? Yes. I mean, that seems to be part of the steampunk aesthetic, doesn't it? Like, corsets made of leather. Again, the steampunk aesthetic looks cool, but it doesn't look very comfortable. Put these leather straps on the wrist, on the poofy clothes. Let's put a random like bracelet or something in there too, just to break up the leather. And we can have some hanging off of it. What do you call the like the little bracelets with like different charms and stuff? I guess they are charms, right?
Charm bracelets.
Charm bracelets. What was I thinking, like Chotsky or something like that? I'm getting old, Reed. Usually, let's see, Dennis is saying usually they wear corsets very tight and everything above is pushed up. Yeah, so they create that shelf. Is that what you're talking about? The boob shelf?
Pretty much. Apparently, you have not been to Singapore.
What do you mean?
No, it's the line from um, from Pirates of the Caribbean, where he saves Miss Swan
Mm-hmm.
and like she can't breathe because she fell into the water, and plus she couldn't breathe because of the corset. And the thing is that he had to slice the corset so she could breathe.
Oh, okay.
And the guy says, I wouldn't have thought about that. And it's like, apparently you have not been to Singapore.
That sounds like an ad lib line from Depp. I kind of like having that charm bracelet just to break up the leather straps. Do you remember which pirates that was? Jingle's wondering.
First one.
The first one. Have you been to Singapore, Reed?
Nope.
I went there with the Navy. We do these what they call Comrel community relations projects when we were in the Navy. And one of the community relations projects I got on was making bike paths for kids, but it's like in the jungle. So we're out there with machetes and shovels and stuff, just like hacking a path through the jungle to make a bike path. Like, man, what a miserable job! But yeah, I hope the kids had fun having a bike path. Probably before your time. I'm guessing Chingo's probably much younger than us, Reed.
Probably.
Yeah, I like Singapore though. Like I said, I really enjoyed that international. Well, not a food court, but like a garden or something. Food garden. What do they call it? You know, especially being raised in Arizona, where the idea of exotic cuisine is Chung King out of a can. It's like, Tiger, stay on the boat. Look, everybody's quoting lines now.
Huh?
Everybody's quoting lines now. Read. You got Dennis saying it. Tiger, stay in the boat. See, so I can still go sepia tone if I want to, but using this warm gray Copic allows me to have the lines, but not have them too harsh, like a solid black would be.
Well, still my favorite line from Pirates of the Caribbean is, "Why is the rum always gone?"
No. Did you watch all of them? I still don't think I've seen the last one.
I watched them all. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the last one.
I love Captain Jack, but I really like Barbosa. I think he was the best, one of the best. Next to Jack, he's probably.
Oh yeah, Barbosa's a great character.
Yeah, he's a really good character. Like has the most depth. Like Elizabeth Swann, she's a strong woman who has, kind of that. Yeah, she's a strong woman. She made the choice to kill Jack. That's why. She's the one that shackled him to the thing to get away. She makes all the hard decisions. Will Turner was mainly driven by his father, freeing his father, and then marrying loving Miss Swan or Elizabeth Swann. Those are, I mean, other than the two guys that are regulars, the two lackeys, one with a missing eye and The one with the bald head, the short guy with the bald head.
Yeah.
Other than those two, the rest of them are not repeating characters. And other than Barboza, I mean, what was her name? Calypso. She became Calypso, but her name was something else. She was the one that played. Is it one from Venom? I mean, Venom 2, Carnage's.
Yeah, I thought that was her. I was like,
Yeah, that was her.
I wasn't positive, but it's like, that looks a lot like the girl from
That is. That's her.
the voodoo woman from Pirates.
Yeah. She's pretty. I always thought she was pretty.
Jingle's in her early 20s.
Or his. Or her.
His, or hers, or hers. Yeah, I thought we established Jingle was a. Well, maybe I'm wrong. See, I'm getting old. My memory's not what it used to be. Jingle's just lurking more because it's working hours. No worries. Yeah, I'm amazed anybody comes and hangs out with us anyway. So you're always welcome. Reed and I are in the same time, so it works out for us. But
Yeah, why isn't what you
Dennis,
call
you gonna
it
hop
here?
in with us?
Huh?
Yeah. Well, Jingle's. That's what the Jingle's working.
No, no.
Can't.
Dennis.
Oh yeah, Dennis, you want to hop in? Might be a technical issue for Dennis too, though.
I think I pretty much got the layout.
Because Dennis isn't like us; he's not set up to stream regularly. Dennis says he hasn't seen the new one yet, but I read some of the books and saw the old Dune movie. Do you think it has some steampunk features, costing?
Nope.
I don't.
Dune?
Yeah, I wouldn't say. I don't think Dune is
No, Dune is
heavily
a space
steampunk
opera.
influenced. Yeah, definitely a space opera. But
Yeah,
as far as the aesthetic, I don't think there's. I don't really think it's. I
It's
wouldn't
not
consider it
steampunk.
steampunk.
No. It's too rounded. Not steampunk is more angular, sharp lines. Even the clothes on Doom are very much. It's like even the suit. The suit itself is there's no
Well,
way that can be.
The Fremen
Fremen?
still suits kind of look like a flight
Yeah.
suit, you know.
Yeah, they're like they're like the suit that Solid Snake wears. It's like combat suits
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
look like
it's more
that they reduce.
Yeah, more tactical looking.
Yeah, because if you play any of the Metal Gear Solid
Dennis says he
franchise,
just rewatched Sky Captain. Did you watch Sky Captain?
me?
Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
No, I haven't.
You never watched that?
I don't know what is that. I don't know.
It's
Have you?
it's an Angelina Jolie movie that's steampunk. But
Apparently
I remember,
not.
yeah, I remember watching it because I was an Amiga user, Commodore Amiga, and that movie was made on Commodore Amiga systems.
Yeah, because they can switch over pretty easily.
but it was the because it's like heavily CG, but it was like one of the first heavily CG movies made with entirely uh, commercial off the shelf software, like Video Toaster and stuff like that.
Nice.
So they weren't using like dedicated Pixar software or Lucasfilm or anything like that. They just went and bought the software off the shelf, and that's what they used to make the movie. And it's not bad. It's got a nice look to it. It's got the zeppelins and the aircraft carriers that are balloons and stuff like that.
I've watched what I considered steampunk movies. Wild Wild West was heavily steampunk.
Yeah, that was steampunk influence. It's a. Have you ever watched the Will Smith documentary, The Death of Superman? What happened?
no,
The Death of Superman Lives. What happened?
no.
The not because they were talking. What did I say? Will Smith. Kevin Smith.
It was,
He's in the documentary. He's talking like about because he worked for the producer that was making the film that was going to make the Superman film, and he's the one that ended up making the Wild Wild West film. And one of the sticking points for that was this producer really wanted Superman to fight a giant spider. You see where this is going?
yeah.
He's like, and the film fell through, but Kevin Smith was trying to figure out how to work it in the movie, and then it's like, God damn it, he got his spider. Dude, he saw Wild Wild West, and there's that giant mech spider.
Yeah, the other one would be what is that? The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, I guess that's steampunk.
Oh, it's definitely steampunk.
I guess anything with Captain Nemo is going to end up being steampunk because that's kind of a lot of where his aesthetic comes from, or what they made steampunk off of.
What else? You could argue that Hellboy is influenced by steampunk.
The movie or the book?
The movie.
I'm trying to. The Golden Army, I can see. Not so much the first one though.
Yeah, the guy with the blades and the crank and the key.
Yeah.
The old Germans, all the German stuff were steampunkish. The guy that cranked himself up, he had those goggles and he had the clockwork stuff that he had on him.
Jules Verne. There we go. Dennis got it. Jules Verne stuff was what I'm going to think of.
Yeah, Jules Verne.
Any of the Jules Verne stuff, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, with the Captain Nemo. What else? He did the one where like the first moon landing. What was that? What was it called? Remember what the story was called? Journey something or. I've read all these things, but that was 40, 45, 50 years ago. Yeah. Dennis is older than me, but he's probably got a better memory. He's got a sharper mind than I do.
Oh, wasn't Dennis a teacher?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, teacher. I joked that Dennis was a Vietnam vet, and I was born in Vietnam around that time, so maybe Dennis is my dad.
Oh, that's better than the other way it could be. Dennis killed your dad.
Yeah, Dennis killed my dad. Dennis, did you kill my dad? It's a pretty dark way to go, Reed.
Well, yeah, I mean, your mother could have been working in the rice paddies at that time.
No, he wasn't in Vietnam. Sorry, Dennis. I thought you were in Vietnam. I take it back. You're not my dad.
You're, I'm your father.
Fada. Let me erase out some
I
pencils
know.
here.
Mike,
Fada.
I'm not your father.
He was in West Germany at that time. Oh,
Oh, that would be very talented, very persistent man juice if
sperm.
it goes all the way from Germany to Vietnam and traveled.
Jeez.
Mayonnaise, you know. I'll be right
The
back.
lower brim of the hat because I don't know what kind of hair I'm
Be
going
right
to be
back.
dealing with. But I put the top brim of the hat. That's great stuff. What am I getting dinged about? New video from Hawaii State Department of Health. No, don't need that right now. Red's commenting on a post. Comment damn Hawaii. Comment. I'm sure it's not convention related. Issue posting or something like that. Comment there. See, Darren's made his post for his comics. All right. All good. All righty then.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. So I have the strap tie into the corset. And stitch marks. So continue down.
It's kind of burnt.
Here, do some things. Just making shit up as I go along, man.
Hmm?
Just making shit up as I go along.
Hey, that's what's the good thing about steampunk. All you need is frills, extra excessive
Straps.
like like bowls and stuff with frilly stuff on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
like basically a doily around your neck. Some leather straps and pockets, like Liefeld. You know, you need a monocle of some kind or some kind of seeing apparatus that only goes on part of your face or something. It's not the full thing. You need to have one of those telescopes somehow. A pocket
Telescope.
watch. What else? Striped pants, like striped purple and it's usually purple and yellow or some kind of weird color combination like that. Fishnet and yeah, a lot of gears and feathers in your hat or on the side of your head.
You done a lot of steampunkery? Sounds like you got this down.
Huh? Oh, and then you need some kind of like lighting apparatus that works on candle. You know, that with a
And
giant
never mind.
lettuce on
We'll
it.
throw a feather in here for to break the border.
And you could have a. Sometimes they still have the price tag
Let's
on
put
it.
it on the other side though. So we got the pistol on this side. Put the feather
Stripe, and they're usually
on this
the hat
side.
is like purple or something. I don't know why they love the color purple.
And that actually works too to help, we talk about leading the eye. So if I have the feather on the right side of the hat and have it extend out of the frame and curve, then it kind of pulls your eye this way.
Oh, it's still.
Ammo belts. Jinx say, man, I was saying the weather was good. Now it's going to rain. Sorry, you jinxed yourself. Eyeglasses with swing out lens attachments. Yeah, that's a thing.
You can also go for the cliche arm arm or leg or appendage of some kind that is
Like a
mechanical.
cyborg kind of look, right?
Yeah, but there's a lot of wires, like pulley wires, not electricity wires coming out that wrap around gears and spindles. Just all you have to do is think of frilly and poofy and then cinched every so often. So it goes really frilly and then really cinched tight. And then it goes really frilly again and it goes really cinched. And then you have some kind of like striped purple and yellow or orange or some god.
It's like
Green.
drawing Galactus. You've drawn Galactus, right?
I
Like when you
guess.
draw his armor, just like all kinds of weird details.
And usually you have some kind of like I would draw in like I mean if you want to get real elaborate, you draw in like stuff like vials on your body or some kind of bubbling
That's what I was thinking about
liquid
putting
on your back
on the
or on your
belt or
gun.
something like.
Yeah, on your like
Oh, you're talking about like the power source at there.
yeah, the bubbling on the gun and stuff like that. And some kind of like vial or that's always on the gun or something that feeds either it's a tranquilizing thing or it's like some kind of power.
So I need to have. I gotta have the barrels higher here. I need to line up with the chambers and.
It's still bloody God.
Don't do that. So I'm not using a ruler. The lines are pretty straight. This one can be slightly smaller because you have as the cylinder rotates. This one will be the thickest. These will be thinner. So a knife with a cool handle, a dirty face, gas mask with dials, all these things Dennis is throwing out there. Mask,
Yeah.
ammo belts.
I mean, you could even throw in the doctor's mask with the beak. They use that
Plague
a lot
doctor.
in plague doctor.
I wonder how many people want his plague doctors for Halloween. Who did I see? Oh, um, Daria. Daria. Wasn't it Daria that posed? Or was it Leah? One of those two
Yeah,
cosplayers. I saw on Instagram was like the plague doctor in a bikini. I think it was Leah.
Leia. It was Leia. No, the king of drawing steampunk is what you call Joe Benitez.
Oh, from Lady Mechanica.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
drawing it for God, what, 10 years now?
And what's your girl Lola?
XOXO.
Yeah.
Nah, that's post-apocalyptic. She's not really steampunk.
Isn't she?
She borders it, but she has real guns.
Oh, okay.
She's more country western, post-apocalyptic.
All right, I stand corrected.
Yeah, girl Lola. Lola is definitely post-apocalyptic. Oh, steampunk is kind of like that too, and it can go in that direction. But yeah, it's more. Like Lola XOXO would be more like would fit in the realm of like in the world of Old Man Logan.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I think Old Man Logan and Lola XO would be a good like kind of crossover. Because that those worlds are kind of similar.
All kinds of mashups. Yeah, it was Leah. Leah Rose. Dennis Satu played Dr. Bikini. Strange aesthetic. Okay. So let's see. We wanted to have put a band here so I can have an outrigger of some sort. I don't know, just a random piece here.
Yeah, put like a vial or something. Or a knife on the end or something. Some kind of weird, really like extravagant, old looking knife.
Well, I was thinking, I don't know why, but I'm just thinking like a steampunk aesthetic. Just have like an exhaust thing at the front, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a crow. That's right. There's always like some kind of crow or something on their shoulder.
Dennis, why don't you hop in here so you don't have to
Or a
type so much?
raven. Raven. I think the raven is to, or the crow is to steampunk like as a pet as what you call a parrot is to pirates.
R. It's
I mean, crows can go for witches, but I think witches would have to be like I don't know, frogs and toads and rats.
kind of the sights.
This browser says it won't let him join. I think you got to send the link directly.
To Facebook. I'll send you a link via message. Give me a second there, Dennis. Let me hop over to Facebook. Find Dennis in my message list here.
I gotta microwave this piece. It's still kind of bloody.
I do have. Oh, I also might have to change my settings because I think I have user must authenticate. Because I had some knobheads try to join the other week.
When
You weren't around.
was that? Recently?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago or so.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Dennis, I sent you the link via Messenger. Check and see if that one works for you. No worries. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so I think let's see. I just want to put some stuff down here.
Were they like trolling you or something?
Yeah, I brought them because I'll bring strangers in and give them a chance, but these guys just wanted to be foul mouthed, and it's like, all right, we're done. But yeah, I continue to take the chance of bringing people in. I've met some really cool people that way.
Yeah, I found like
It's
I learned one time.
the YouTube crowd is worse than the Twitch crowd. Twitch is
Well,
friendlier.
yeah, I learned once that you don't want to bring somebody into because somebody like they just talk about what they want to talk about sometimes.
Well, I
And
mean, that could be a problem, but all right, let me change the setting real quick. If I can do that from here without having to drop out.
no, I had that happen. It's like the guy wanted to talk about something with me, and like the whole time I was
All right,
like,
Dennis, try one more time. I turned
uh
off the
huh,
authentication.
uh huh, uh huh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, Dennis, try one more time. I turned off guest authentication, so you shouldn't ask you to verify your identity. Um, what else? I guess I should put in some background elements for this, but I think as far as a portrait goes, I think I've got a pretty good start. Put in somebody's face, and then we can do the wash and stuff afterwards. Um,
I take it that's what male.
what's that?
Is it female or male?
This one will be the female. I'll do another
Because
one.
no more hair. That's why.
Well, yeah, but that's because I don't know who's going to get it. Whether it's they might have a pixie doer, they might have long hair, and then I have to I want to be able to adapt it to whoever gets it. You know.
Let's hope they're not busty.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. Wow, it doesn't like Safari apparently. Never mind. It should StreamYard should work with Safari. Hmm.
You don't have like
All right.
Chrome. I never use Safari. I never like Safari.
Well, I
Even
mean, Dennis is more of a Mac guy, so.
well, no, I have a Mac too.
But I think he started with Mac and stayed there. Like I use Mac, but I'm not a Mac guy. I grew up on PC,
Yeah,
whereas
I
Dennis, I
prefer
think,
a
grew
P.
up.
I prefer a PC.
But I think Dennis grew up with the as the Mac primarily. So it's just not that one's better than the other. It's just that's you get used to a certain thing.
I'll be right back.
All right, works. And since these vials are tilted, the liquid would be.
Coffee.
Let's see. Can't be. All right. Use Chrome at school. Here. This is actually a kind of a bandolier holder. What do you call that? Like the etchings or the filigree, I think that's what they call it, right? Some filigree on the barrel. Just random design details. Make it look like there's some kind of design or pattern on there. Okay. Flip out here.
I'm back.
Howdy, howdy. Are you working on something, Reed, or
Yeah.
you still working on the chibi for the heck of it for the convention?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's see. Put maybe like a random pouch or something hanging off this side. Maybe a hint of something over here too. Random details. I really have no idea what the heck I'm drawing.
Ouches. You're channeling your innermost Liefeld.
I'm surprised Liefeld didn't say anything about my zombie drawing of him. I guess I haven't been given a cease or desist yet.
Nah,
saw
he would
that,
just
right?
block. He would just
Just block me.
yeah, rag on you and block you.
I didn't even warrant that. All right, let's get rid of all these stray marks. Oops, shoot. There's supposed to be a band there. I thought I drew that in. Okay. Gotta keep the face in there just so whoever gets it knows where the face is going to go and what kind of angle I need. Keep the brim like that. All right, let's kind of background. Trying to throw some kind of background elements behind her. Let's see. How can I make an easy background that can be? You put like a random railing here. What do you think? Oh, somebody's here. Hey, it's Dennis. Device not connected though. Okay, something. We almost had Dennis. All right, so I'm going to draw this as a railing, and then I could have
Almost a Dennis, not quite a Dennis. A random Dennis appears.
Switch to a Chrome browser. You do this like a railing, and then I can have like she's over some kind of either a building ledge or a cliff ledge or a ship ledge. And then I can draw some clouds and maybe some zeppelins in the background. So that's an easy way to get that steampunk feel without having to draw in all that architecture.
And the problem with steampunk is it's like, oh yeah, it's all great, it's all run on steam piles, good for the environment, but then there's all that metal. Oh, there's all metal all over the place. Oh, Legend of Korra is also has a lot of steampunk stuff.
Yeah, the newer one, right?
Yeah, Korra, not Aang.
Hope the leading lines in there. It's like clouds and stuff, and the zeppelins all kind of bringing your eyes into her. Yeah. So if I make this like the ledge of a building or something, like she's standing on a roof, maybe. And then I can draw like some cityscape rooftops kind of outside the railing to give it like the impression the building's there. And then you have the zeppelins in the top. So you're creating a background that looks populated but isn't too complicated.
Populated but not complicated. Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So that's part of the from doing commissions and cons. You're like trying to figure out how to give something a little more value and life without having to spend all the time to um, make it accurate or more complex.
True.
I spend a lot of time like looking at stuff like this. Like, what can I do to make this more alive, but not have to, and still keep it within a time constraint or a budget constraint that the customer can live with. Because usually, like when I'm doing commissions at the cons, I'm shooting for about an hour.
Mine take forever.
Huh?
I usually take forever.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, like take stuff home. I don't want to take work home with me at a con.
Well, most of it, I do. I don't take all stuff home. I mean, it depends on what they want.
But you got to consider too. Like I live, an hour away from the convention center.
I'm still pretty fast when it comes to certain things.
That's what she said.
Well, that's what he said.
Well, sorry you couldn't get in there, Dennis. We were close. I saw you pop in, but it said we weren't connected. Oh, trying again. Still says device is not connected. You might have to tell it, authorize the
Yeah, you might
browser to
have.
use your phone or camera.
Yeah, you might have to give permission. Usually that's the problem.
This one down. The edge of whatever this pouch is on this side. I'm gonna put
I felt porches.
Leather flap off the belt right here, just to
I felt.
I'm just thinking because I try to think of functionality too on some of the random stuff too, but like a lot of like if you have stuff on your belt and stuff, sometimes you'll have like flaps underneath stuff just so it doesn't rub on you, it rubs on the leather or whatever that's attached to your belt. That's what I'm thinking right here. So like she's got these vials on her belt, and she's got like this leather pad below it, so that if it rubs, it's not rubbing on her.
I don't know. Steampunk is not the most comfortable of wear, I would think.
Oh no, definitely not. All right, trying again. Hold on a second. Making a line. No, device is not connected. We're just not going to get Dennis tonight, man. This computer doesn't like him. So we can continue this line down into here. I'll wrap on that. And then we'll just do some flowy stuff like she's got a skirt on underneath all this. Continue this pouch down to here. All right, so we've got a torso. And then when I do the ground plane, I can put like a metal diamond deck or something, the alternating metal welts. Opposed to the diaphanous of the clouds with some angles for the hills. And probably when I do the coloring or something, I'm put like random shapes in there to look like buildings in the distance.
Sounds good.
Probably shouldn't have brought the mountain so close to the face. But I can figure it out when I actually get somebody here. Let's see. I don't have a Zeppelin in front of me. Let me pull up yeah. Dennis's computer doesn't like us. It's his username. So, sorry, I was going to look up some steampunk zeppelins real quick. I have kind of an idea. So I know you got the main body of the zeppelin, then you have like the bands that go around it. You have the drops that hold the basket or the, I guess in the case of the Zeppelin, it's like a control tower or passenger part. All right, so I want to. So get the basic Zeppelin shape. And hold on, I heard Dennis try it again. Nope, still no luck, Dennis. Still, device is not connected.
Maybe your best bet is your phone.
Yeah, that's an idea too. You can come in with your phone. Reed, have you watched What We Do in the Shadows?
Nope.
No? I figured that'd be your kind of show, man.
Why?
The humor. You saw the movie, right?
Nope.
Killing me, Smalls.
Gonna get a drink. Give me a drink too.
So that looks like a balloon. I got my drink here. I haven't been drinking it though. Let's see. I think I'm drinking peach tea.
Oh, nice.
Mango peach tea. Oh, sorry. I got a bunch of stuff in the private chat I didn't even notice. Sorry. Still typing. Yes, this is Chrome. I'm going to try to quit and come back. Give up. Like the belt. Sidekick. I'm going to get a drink. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, Dennis. Computer doesn't like us. Yeah. Oh, okay. So another Zeppelin here. Panel. Safety rib at the top. I kind of like that idea. This is safety ribs. And the front has the hard cap.
Into the thick of it.
pin there. All right. This dirigible. This one can almost be just a silhouette kind of thing. Let's see. I want to put a hint of some buildings below the or behind the rails. Standing on top of a building or something. Or maybe she's on a Zeppelin herself. That's actually something I could do. I could put like the support struts, kind of like the cables. Another thing that can help frame this. Should break out my ruler, huh? And then drawing all these straight lines by hand. What kind of paper am I on? Yeah, it's watercolor paper. Good. Okay, so I can use heavy liquids on it. Oh, Dennis is here. Dennis, are you there? He's muted.
Hello,
Den-
hello.
Hey,
Whoa,
hey,
he made
yay!
it.
It's Dennis.
Oh,
Hey,
what?
Dennis.
I had to restart the Chrome.
Oh,
All right. Well, hey, how you doing, man? Been a while.
Yeah, I was talking, but nobody could hear me, so I thought it was still broken. No, maybe it just started working.
How's
All
things
right.
going, man? Are you still a primary caregiver for your family, or?
Yeah, it's my night off. What is today? Monday. Yeah. So I'm home in Manoa.
Well, glad to catch up with you, man. It's been a while. God, it's been a long time.
Yeah, working on this art projects. First Friday at Arts and Marks Garage. It's an appropriate theme too. The art show, jury show called The Art of Caring, sponsored by AARP. I said, well, I'm a caregiver and I'm an artist. I should go put something in.
And you're retired.
Yeah, that too. But main thing, I'm a caregiver too. Or an artist, either one, I guess, that qualifies.
All right. So I think I got a pretty good start. I just need to figure out where to put some buildings in here.
He's on a live. Yeah.
So you can kind of think of like she's on a deck of another Zeppelin, right?
That's not Angelina Jolie, right?
No. Again, my idea was to have it, so like whoever buys it, I'll draw their face in there.
Oh,
That's why I haven't inked in
you gotta be there at the auction too.
What's that?
Oh, you have to be there. No, you're not gonna draw them there, huh? Okay.
No. I mean, it's all online.
Also, they'll give you a picture or something. And, oh yeah, that's cool.
All right, let me see. We'll put some building shit. Actually, I can probably do that when I do the coloring, but
Oh, now that I think about it, yeah.
What?
Anybody could bid on that. Draw me as Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I think I'll skip the buildings. So this will be one. I do one for a male.
Oh, you got two.
I'm gonna do two. I was yeah, it's kind of pacing myself to see how far I get. It's almost 9 o'clock though. Jeez, I'm not.
And they're little kids too.
Little kids?
See, I was gonna do this a couple, but then I was like, well, I don't know if a couple would want it, so let me just do an individual. That way, if a girl likes it, if a woman likes it, she can get it. If a dude likes it, then he can
Baby, man, steampunk baby. With your baby picture in it. That'd be fast.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good base for I can scan that in and post it, and they can see the layout, and then I'll say, hey, once the face is added, I'll add in the water because this is watercolor paper, so I can color it or I can do a sepia tone.
Yeah, you scan it in, then you no worries, man.
Well, the scan is just so the auction can be online. I'm going to do the original artwork. You know me, I don't do much digital stuff.
What about Xeroxing it? For example,
what about Xeroxing?
To do tests before you work on the watercolor paper, you just go right into it.
Yeah, I kind of work without a net.
So when he falls, he dies.
Like what we were talking about earlier, when you do something so often, then you can do it without all the preliminary stuff, test swatches or stuff.
Yeah, well, because I still have a convention mentality, Dennis. It's like
right.
when I'm doing stuff at the conventions, you don't have the option to do stuff like that. So I just I got used to working that way, and so that's kind of my drawing mentality now. And I like to have the originals, a one-off. All right. Enough flapping my gums. Let's start getting a dude in here. What do you think? I want to go with the same aesthetic, or I want to
do it in the opposite direction.
What's sort of facing left.
That means if you have a couple that wants,
if they like each other, they'll put them this way. If they don't like each other, they'll put them this way.
Yes.
So they're facing away from each other.
Bit on both.
All right. So let's try and make it about the same size.
So what you got to do to be a part of that? Just draw a steampunk?
Yeah, I posted the link in the Comic Jam page. I can get it for you again if you want to. But the deadline is the 5th, so you don't have a lot of time. Like 4 more days.
But does it have to be traditional art?
I don't think so.
Steampunk chippy?
I think they'd be happy to have whatever you want to donate, and you don't have to do it like I'm doing too, because for me, I'm just going to give 100% of the proceeds to the.
You don't have to draw their face in, like you said. It can just be
it can just be a generic, The one thing the one rule, there's no fan art.
No fan art.
Oh. No fan art. So it has to be steampunk and no fan art. So you can't draw like a steampunk Superman.
Okay.
I can do that.
It's I'm not sure how you say this name. I'm just going to call you X Fan. X Fan. No, it's not an art contest. It's a charity auction for the Society of Women Engineers in Hawaii. So they're having a fundraising thing where artists, well, not just artists, but that's part of it. So I know a couple other local artists that are contributing stuff too. a recommended donation of like 30% of your sales. I'm just gonna throw it all in there.
What kind of video games do engineers play?
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can quickly pull up the website. Society of Women Engineers.
Society of Engineers and where? Guay.
That's the Hawaiian Islands. Here we go. Society of Women Engineers, Hawaiian Islands.
Why not?
See if they have a link to the virtual auction. It is on Facebook though, so I'm looking at the stuff now. You know, they've got some mask and some glaze, and here's the Facebook link.
Days.
They do have some artwork in there, some photos. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Dang it. Never mind. It is a virtual auction, but it's not for the same event. Or is it? Or it's a different virtual auction. Homemade cookies, almond cider.
Oh, cookie.
Fundraiser for Memorial Scholarship. Well, that's what they're doing too. But this is already passed. Dang it. So ignore that link. Can I delete the link out of there? Can't do that, can I?
I don't see it. Here's your Facebook.
Maybe so I can find when we choose host and comment jam. Hold on a second.
What about Moment True?
Well, I think, or Chi Chow, not Momi Chu, Chi Chow.
There you go.
Moment True is going out with Spakana now.
Good.
The
I guess.
two Jibby gods. I mean, the king and the queen.
Lost man.
Autumn show, Autumn Archer. Here we go. Now I got it. Just gotta find the link. Okay, so there's a form. So if you'd like to submit something, here's the form. Chat's thinking about it. There we go. So that's the form for the thing. And let's see if they have a. It's going to be on the auction will be on their Facebook page. Let's see. So let's see. Society of Women Engineers Hawaii will be hosting a virtual autumn art show on November 5th, 6th, 7th of 2021 for the it's a scholarship fundraiser for women in STEM, basically.
There we are. So
my presentation
STEM as science, technology, engineering, and math?
Yeah.
But no art.
Yeah. Team members will be conducting a live presentation regarding the scholarship. At the end of the show, purchasers will be contacted by Society of Women Engineers Hawaii representing regarding payment. Society of Women Engineers will transfer artist portion of sales virtually via Facebook Pay or PayPal. This year's theme is Steampunk, original art only. Fan art is prohibited. Interested artists must fill out this form no later than Tuesday, November 2nd. Oh, shoot. I guess I got to fill it out tomorrow. That's okay. I mean, I've got at least one piece down, so at least the basis for one. I can probably finish up another one before tomorrow and fill out the form. But the deadline's the 5th. I didn't know the form had to be filled out by the 2nd. So if you're going to do it, you got to fill the form out today or tomorrow. So I better get drawing, right? Okay. So it's mail. Let's see. She's got a gun. Janie's got a gun.
Run away from the pain.
Uh,
Nobody read Dune, huh?
Nobody read Dune.
Yeah, the book.
I read it
I've read them, but I found it to be
long
very
time ago.
Yeah,
Very long time ago. Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't fun reading.
Yeah, no, all of them, all of that is not.
Yeah. The first 3 books have been fun.
That's another one. It feels like doing homework.
Doing match the book, but there's a few things that I don't, that could have been changed a little different, but majority of it, it's pretty accurate.
I thought the first movie was pretty accurate too, most part.
Well, it was cut apart, but that's the thing.
I haven't compared the two. I don't have.
I haven't watched the director's cut of the old Dune movie, but that's supposed to be better.
Oh,
Have either one of you watched that?
not sure. I don't think so. I did watch it more than once.
I don't think hardly anybody watched it more than once.
Only, not in its entirety.
Yeah, it's not the easiest to watch. That's why.
I think I had to clarify parts that I was reading in the book with the movie about the spice and stuff. And they wanted to see Sting again. Who's the guy who was in Twin Peaks?
But it's
The actor.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
the main character in David Lynch's Dune.
Lynch always chooses him.
But that's one of the things the new Dune got better than the David Lynch version is, the what's the main character's name? Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
Is supposed to be a kid. David Lynch was a grown man.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle MacLachlan was a grown man in that movie.
Yeah, that's right. That was the discrepancy. I heard somebody comment that there weren't those voices in the head kind of communication either.
And I'm trying to think. I think the new one's probably a more faithful adaptation of the books. But
Yes, it is.
I can even excuse Dude Bro Duncan Idaho.
Let me guess now.
Because they did dial back Jason Momoa a bit.
Okay, Jason.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason got COVID too.
Oh shit! From that.
Just in general, he got COVID.
Wow.
So they're wondering if he was actually vaccinated.
Well, I mean, you can still.
Yeah, I know.
COVID. Let's see. Those. Rains. Accoutrements. What do you call this style here? Kind of the Ghost Rider, where it's like
Western steampunk.
Where the jacket flap goes way over to one side. I think I like that, but I'll probably have to put it on this side of them instead of the far side. So
It's not like the Duster jacket. Pilot jackets are steampunk too.
So Chingle, when you get done with your steampunk for your schoolwork, I want to see it. Chingle's still watching. Put a strap on him.
Yeah, share it. Share it.
New comment. Oh, mind if I share here? Sure.
What?
Send me, post a link, and I'll copy it. Go over to Twitch real quick so I can actually copy. Oh, I don't think I'm logged into Twitch. Hopefully I can get it. Peter, you log into Twitch?
Yeah.
Can you copy the link when Jingle posts it?
All right.
I think I'm logged out. And let's see if I can.
Where do you want me to post it in?
Just message me the link.
All right. Let me bring up your There we go. Let me copy that. There you go.
Okay. Let's see. I think I got it. The full one isn't on. Share screen. Where's my share screen? Share screen. Chrome tab. Jingle on Instagram. There we go. You see it?
That's right. Chingo likes to draw boys.
So this is another attempt for Colortober by Kasparkat, Day 23. Added a bit more color, added final touch up like the result. Oh, like the result pretty much. Right? But how do you know it's a boy? I mean, the image itself could be androgynous.
No. I remember Chingo said that likes to draw men.
Let me see if I can. Oh, I guess I can't do that. I'll zoom in this way, I guess. Get a better look.
If I remember correctly.
There's something else here? Oh, yeah, fuller drawing. So, another attempt for Colortober. Lotus. I'm looking at the hashtags. Lotus Mermaid Pond. So, the mermaid. Read.
No, I'm just saying in general. I believe that's what they said.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. StreamYard. Back to that one. The full one isn't on Discord, so I'm sharing the Insta one. And yeah, Jingle does like to draw boys, but does draw girls too. Reed.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what they said. I don't know if it's a Jingo is a male, female, but maybe they're non-binary.
So this one will put some kind of random thing on his back. Some vents.
Yeah, because the last time I commented on the guy from the new character supposedly coming out for Genshin Impact 2.3 or something.
Well, that reminds me of a question I wanted to add. Did you watch the newest My Hero at the theaters?
Yeah, it did.
You good?
It's different from a lot of the other movies. It's more of a story with Deku instead of like the team is fighting, you know, against some bigger thing. It's more a story. It's very different. I thought it was very different. It was almost like a. I hate to say it. It's almost like a one of those love dramas kind of ish. The way it,
Like a K drama?
no, it's anime where you have like musical montage. It's kind of strange. It was good, but no spoilers. But eh, I just found it kind of interesting that it had that musical interlude in the middle of the where all you see them is like traveling or something. One of those what you call when cartoons and stuff they always have that musical thing that makes time pass further faster.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's worth watching. It's very interesting. They do have new suits, I will say that. They have a different suit, but it only stays around for like maybe 5 minutes.
I've been watching Cowboy Bebop since I didn't grow up with it like you guys did.
What you think?
Um,
So it's like a
he's a,
spaghetti.
he's a pretty incompetent bounty hunter.
They're all yes. It's a spaghetti western, like a spaghetti space western. But it's like half of the fun is that they're incompetent and they never really get their payday.
I think I'm about I think I'm about 8 episodes into the first season. How many seasons are there?
Huh, quite a bit. Let's see.
Better sidekick.
It's funny because he starts off with it's just him and Jet right at
Yeah,
the very beginning, and
and
then
then they pick up everybody else.
and it's like every episode they're picking up another stray.
Oh, there's only There's only 20. I thought there was more than. Oh, okay. There's only one season.
Well, then I should be able to flow through it. I'm watching it on. They had the show on Adult Swim. So you can
Yeah,
get on.
nobody knows why it got canceled. But yeah, it's only one season.
What about Trigun? Watch that?
Yeah, I watched
Well,
Trigun. Vash the Stampede.
yeah, I
Yeah.
watched that. I watched that when it came out years ago. That's one of the few animes I watched a long time ago. That and
I like Trigun.
I think
Trigun
that
was
Vash
another one that was
Love and the Pizza.
I think there was only like one season, right?
Pretty whacked, just like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, it was just one season too, yeah.
Love and the Peace.
Yeah.
No, but you see how badass he was.
I have the manga. So fat.
Always hungry.
Everybody wanted to try and make that gun
Yeah.
because the gun was it was reversed, right? The shaft, I mean the bullet shaft was on the bottom and not the top.
It's weird.
I thought everybody liked the other guy's gun was like a cross.
Yeah, but no, when because like for airsoft, you can build guns like that, but everybody had a hard time building an airsoft gun that loaded regular because none of the guns had that kind of setup where it was reversed. The underneath was the shooting shaft and not the top. Vash the Stampede.
Gosh. Kind of a sad ending.
Yeah.
With like leather bracers with some kind of weird vial thingy on there. Right?
There's that thing that Full Metal Alchemist wears in his arm. Um, it's actually bionic.
Hanging strap there.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'll get this dude done today, but
Oh,
I should put the kind of similar backgrounds behind both of them.
why don't you Once you connect them.
Making shit hard, Reed.
Yeah, what?
It's not hard.
I lost my screen.
How did you lose your screen?
Well, I got Safari on the other side, and I tried to bring Sketchbook up, and then the screen disappeared
Sketchbook.
on online. Sketchbook online.
Wait, is that in the middle? Oh god, it's in the middle. Oh, I hate when I do that. It's like everything has to be perfect. I can't stand that about myself sometimes.
It's okay, Reed.
No, when you draw stuff that's supposed to be look a certain way, it makes things hard because it bothers you.
That ones that were kind of turned. I think I'm only going to get the pencils done on the dude. I'll link him at work tomorrow when I have some quiet time. There you go. Does that have a steampunk a look to it there?
Yeah, why not?
Like a leather pauldron, the shoulder thing. Yes, straps. I don't know what's going to be right here, but something like a bandolier or something on his chest. Maybe
Speaking of bandoliers,
Yeah, they match.
did you see the boba?
I did not. I
The,
know it's out. The trailer for
The trailer for
the
I
Book of
posted
Boba.
it.
No.
The Book of Boba. Looks pretty good.
I don't know, but it's got Ming Na in it, so it can't be bad.
your age appropriate love.
My age appropriate celebrity crush. Get it right.
Okay.
He's actually 2 years younger than me. It looks like he's 20 years younger than me. Or 2 years older than me. I want to say 2 years older than me.
He
She looks
or
like
she?
she.
I was gonna say.
They.
Well, I think she's a she. She's not non-binary.
Ming Na is a she. Not a they. Not a him.
Her.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I'm fine with non-binary.
Yeah.
The only thing is, being like, I don't know. I don't know if you have this issue, Dennis, because you're an older guy too. But like, if I met somebody as a specific gender, and then they transition. It's really hard for me to get used to, you know,
Well,
switching.
I changed my Facebook designation to gender fluid.
You're fluid. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So I can do stuff like knitting and cooking or things that people may associate with the feminine side, but do other
That's
stuff
a,
like martial arts and other things like guys do.
I don't think that you don't necessarily have to,
Right, you
you
don't
know, to for being fluid.
just don't feel so weird about it or guilty or I don't know.
Weird about. Well, you should feel okay with who
I
you
think
are,
it's a
Dennis.
better definition to me of what mentally is going on anyway.
That's
Because
cool.
the masculine thing has been getting so confusing about what a man's supposed to do and shit. I'm sorry about the language.
That's it. I gotta have to boot you out, Dennis.
You're, you're
Yes,
too fluid enough for us,
City
Dennis.
Officer Michael. Sir.
Fluid.
Kind of do that almost like in protest too, with all this confusion going on. So I make it even more confusing. Refer to me as them today.
You're still on.
Hi, Brenda.
Oh.
Never
Hey,
mind.
Brenda.
Hey,
We're not
Mike.
talking about anything important.
So your wife is gonna refer to you as them they, Dennis.
And she can call me whatever she wants to.
As long as she doesn't call you late for dinner, right?
Right. By the way, Hasman is showing me a octopus.
No, no,
Yeah.
Kraken. She said it was a Kraken.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a kraken for cosplay. Like, you can be the pirate.
But you're gonna be cracking.
Yeah. What else would you wear? An octopus head and be Cthulhu, maybe.
Oh yeah, or Davy Jones.
Isn't that the kraken? Or not quite.
No, he was based off of Cthulhu. His model was
Joe-
based off.
oh, yeah, that's right. It looked like Cthulhu.
Yeah, he had the arm and everything.
So I'll be Cthulhu then.
Jones.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that actor, the one that played in that Underworld, until
Oh,
like
the lichen.
yeah, no, he was the vampire in Underworld, the one that was woken up, the father,
Not the ancient one. Udo Kerr?
the one that played what you call Davy Jones.
All right,
Yeah.
let me take a look.
Hey, you think vampires has steampunk too? Because they go back way back. Man.
I think a lot of people like I would classify what's his face, the guy that
Oh,
kills them.
it was Bill Nye.
Yeah.
Bill Nye. I was thinking
Yeah.
because no, there's Udo Kerr is the one I was thinking of. I was gonna say that doesn't think Udo Kerr.
No, yeah, it's the guy. It's the guy that played the.
He's the dad from Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Stepdad. That's Bill Nye.
I got a lot of watching, catching up to do.
Yeah, there's too many things to watch.
I agree.
It's like people tell you. I did watch Squid Game.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't bother.
I do want to watch Dune, but I think I'm gonna have to wait till it comes to the theater then, or Netflix picks it up. I doubt
What?
it. Dune, the new Dune.
Oh no, I think it's gonna stay on. It's Warner Brother property, so it's probably gonna stay on HBO Max.
I thought they said it's also going to be played in the theaters because they're going to.
It is on the theaters. We went to watch it at the theaters.
Oh, I thought it was on HBO only.
It is. It's on both.
No, it's a dual release.
Oh, so I can go to movies which I haven't done.
Yep.
Since when? Oh,
Because yeah, I know it's in IMAX is the big thing, but it goes out of IMAX this week.
do they still have a snack bar yet?
Yep. There's a snack bar.
And what, they seat you apart from each other or something?
Yep. Because now you have designated seats, right?
Right.
So it's further apart, right? Because they're all reclining. And if you go to one of those fancier ones, the food is actually pretty okay to buy. I mean, like you can buy a hamburger with like fries and stuff for like, $12. The drinks are expensive, but
going with goggles and masks.
well, you gotta wear a mask in there.
Oh, really? Okay, so it can be steampunk mask.
I guess.
Or be comfortable is the main thing, but there's plenty space, like you said. Now.
Yeah, there's plenty of space.
Is it expensive more? Or
Well, if you go matinee, it's not.
you can use the consolidated coupons if it's IMAX. So.
Yeah, but you still can buy the matinee ticket. It's
buy
still
the
cheaper.
I get the senior tickets too.
Yeah, that's cheaper than the matinee. And if you go during the day, there's less people in there, so
Okay.
it's even more, better.
Mo better.
So you buy your tickets in advance, then
You can.
you can choose
Or
it online. Like I want to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you do that, you pay a surcharge.
Oh. What did you do? Just went over there and chose the seat.
Oh no, you order it online. I mean, it's $2.
Oh, but you don't choose the seat, so you don't pay the
Oh,
surcharge.
no. You have to choose your seat online either way. But you're guaranteed the spot that you. The good thing is you don't have to wait in line, or you don't have to worry about your spot, the seat that you want being taken. You can order it like 4 hours, 5 hours, even a day, whenever in advance. It's going to be there for you if you buy it online. It's just a convenience charge.
Well, I used to go and use my charge card on the machine right at the theater and get the ticket.
Yeah, you can do that.
Standing in line instead.
You can still do that. There's the charge card machines there.
Okay.
But like I said, but you're not unless you know that nobody else is going to watch during that time. It all depends, which seat you want.
Well, with my schedule, I got to plan ahead too. So
Yeah, exactly. So convenience charge might be the way to go.
Just myself, one please.
One, please. I'm Mr.
And a
One,
large
please.
popcorn.
I've got nobody.
Oh yeah, you can order the food online too.
Yeah,
But I think you gotta.
we're not gonna have.
Wait, why just one? Oh, one of you one of you has to stay for caregiving, or both can't go? You and Brenda?
What?
Or she doesn't want to see it?
What is that? Oh, you mean Brenda? She can't get away. We have different schedules. My mom is more like needy than my dad.
Okay.
Well, I guess I could try planning the schedule of the movie. I don't know if she would like. Is it bloody?
No.
They have
Actually,
killing.
not. It's this is going to be part 1 of 2 at least, and this one's all the world building, so it's kind of actually slow paced.
Yeah, it's the first 2. There's 3. I believe there was 3.
If she fall asleep,
You can.
so she
It can be kind of slow in some areas. It's like 3. Okay, so there's like 3 acts, I believe, in the book.
She
I
never
remember
read
right.
She never read the books. Too.
So it's the first 2 acts, and it's the first half of pretty much the first half of the book, where it ends right when they, if you read the book,
But can you look at the movie from a non-reader view and
Oh, yeah,
enjoy
sure.
it?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
It ends. It ends before he travels into the desert, kind of thing. If
Well,
you
it
watch
ends
the other show,
right as he gets to the desert.
Did
Yeah.
it start up in Arrakis or the planet that he was from?
it starts off with a planet where he is from.
The watery world, yeah.
Yeah,
That's how the
but he's only there for a little while because
Right. Yeah.
the book.
Never see it.
The book pretty much dives right into.
First movie was like that. Well, not that much. They had a little bit more, I guess.
And like the movie, they banked on, was it Sting, right? They banked on Sting's celebrity,
Uh-huh.
but he wasn't really a primary character in the books. So
yeah, he was.
this one they have Dave Bautista as the main henchman, but he's actually from the book.
Yeah, the nephew.
Yeah.
And then the main guy is what's his name? William Turner's father, Bootstrap Bill.
I forget already.
Or he was Eric Solis.
He's one of the Skarsgårds, right? Isn't he the Skarsgård dad?
Or Eric's Eric Zelmick from
Selvig,
whatever from Thor.
Yeah, that's the elder Skarsgård. There's his sons are actors too.
Oh man, I haven't even seen Loki yet.
Wow.
You need to watch that.
Yeah, when you get the cosmic cube, it's like, oh shit. All this is on different network, I think.
I've got my tickets for Eternals for Saturday.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Eternals. I heard some good stuff from it. I mean, there's parts but they said like it's gonna be like.
So the Fantastic Four is gonna be involved?
Well, I don't know. I'm not looking at the spoilers, but from I hear from people that's seen it, they said it's gonna be world changing.
Lockjaw.
Well, it's basically Eternals are immortals,
that's
right?
Inhumans.
Oh, what's the Eternals? I'm getting confused.
They're like the gods.
Oh, okay.
Of
like
old times.
Oh.
No, they're like what you would consider a god, like Zeus and Aphrodite and all those kind. They're basically immortals that came to this planet as they take care of this planet, and they're not supposed to.
Is that a Marvel series?
Yeah, they're not supposed to meddle with things of humans. They're only there to protect them from the cosmic beings. Yeah, the cosmic beings, which is the what you call
Galactus.
Oh yeah, all those guys.
Wow. Very nice.
Yeah, so that's what they're here for.
I think I stopped reading the Avengers a while back.
So I think, like I said, from all the reviews that I said, everybody says that it's going to be ground changing. Apparently, I don't know what that means, but it's going to change the face of the MCU or something like that.
Well, I mean, we've known that the MCU is going to go more cosmic for Phase 4 anyway.
Yeah. So but who comes out is the who knows if they bring in Galactus or the Surfer.
Silver Surfer. You gotta bring him.
I want him to bring back Ghost Rider.
Which one? Robbie Reyes one or?
I think them both.
Because the Robbie Reyes one was pretty good. They got the car and they got his look down like pretty much straight comic book, man.
I didn't think you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I watched I watched some of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I only caught like the last season.
You know I watched it because Ming Na's in it.
Yeah, but his even the skull with the markings on it was pretty spot on.
That was the thing that got the most crap from like viewers because
it was
they
smooth.
didn't no because they didn't read the comics, so they
Yeah.
thought it looked more like a mask because it was so stylized.
Yeah, but that's what Robbie Reyes. If they knew if they really,
No,
Robbie
I get you.
Reyes.
I get you.
Robbie Reyes was
But
lowrider.
But that's the people were used to the other Ghost Rider and said, well, that doesn't look like a skull. It's too stylized. It looks like he's wearing a mask.
Yeah, and he's the same guys that never read the comics either. They never read any of the Ghost Rider comics. I mean, they said that when the new Ghost Rider came out with the stylized bike in the 80s, 90s, early 90s, late 80s.
Oh, the Nick Cage Ghost Rider? Hadn't been that long, has it?
Oh no! I mean, when the new bike came out for the
where they got rid of like the skull and stuff, and they just put the smooth fairing and stuff.
yeah, it looks more like a futuristic bike
Yeah.
than the Harley that it was or the chopper that it was.
My favorite Ghost Rider drawing was by Bernie Wrightson. You ever seen his Ghost Rider?
No, which one is that? Bernie Wrightson. Let's look it up.
The horror artist.
Yeah, he does horror stuff. Yeah.
Bernie.
He's got this killer pencil sketch of Ghost Rider.
He did House of
Writer.
Wrightson. Bernie Wrightson. W-R-I-T. W-R-I-G-H-T. Right.
Bernie Wrightson. Ghost Rider. Oh, the one that he's hanging on like an old
he's just
school.
kind of casually sitting on it.
Yeah, like an old school, like the old school bikers used to do.
Chopper.
Yeah. The ones from the 70s.
Easy Rider type.
Yeah. Yeah, with the bell bottoms. But he's from that time, so
Me
I can
too.
see why. Just a pencil of it.
Yeah. Pencil sketch. So that's my favorite drawing of Ghost Rider.
He made his arms long.
So you've done a lot of motorcycles, Mike.
No, I haven't done many motorcycles at all. You got me mixed up with Devin. Devin's the one that draws a lot of motorcycles.
But if you draw Ghost Rider, you must do motorcycles too.
I just draw Ghost Rider. I don't put him on a vehicle. I mean, I've drawn Ghost Rider a few times, but I can't say I never, but I've only drawn the bike a couple times. And I'm not.
Devin's got a very scratchy form of drawing.
I like Jack Kirby's motorcycles, like from the New Gods or Mr. Miracle, the old comic books.
All right, gentlemen. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'll finish inking this tomorrow. I got to fill out that form and get that in. So
it looks good.
Yeah.
So there's the couple.
There it is. What did your bid?
The Chingo's still here.
Yeah. Got all quiet. Rest well. Yeah. Stay dry. Hopefully it's not raining too hard in Singapore. All right. So,
First Friday this weekend.
What about First Friday?
I have
Go
a
downtown.
I have a piece in it. You know, that's why I was so busy and burnt out. Sculpture.
Well, let's see. I go on leave
Take a
Thursday to prep for this convention, and then I take it a week off. All next week I'll be off so that I can handle anything that comes up, troubleshoot problems, get all the panels programmed.
Wow. You're supposed to be retired too, but you're working again.
Well, I'm working on my second retirement now. I'm 10 years into my second retirement.
Right. Like,
Chingle, are you on Facebook? Because we do have a convention on Facebook next on the 12th through the 14th on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, let me know. We can get you in there.
see if I can log in then.
We'll be doing well. Yeah, I haven't opened it to the public yet, so it's still hidden.
I know they are requesting cosplayers too. Or having some kind of cosplay contests every
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Well, no, the same thing we did last year. Dennis, where we'll set up an album and
the feature.
People can put in their cosplay photos because they haven't had a chance to do stuff, and then we're gonna pick 5. That's no problem, Chingo. I was just gonna say if you do, then we're doing this thing, but it's only on Facebook because we're using the Facebook Marketplace so people can sell stuff. But we'll be doing panels on there.
I like to come online. Depends where I'm at. I might be in Kamakee with a different computer or here.
Yeah. No worries. Appreciate you hanging out, Chingle.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
I'll catch one of your streams one of these days. I think it's just the time differences makes it harder for me. I don't know.
yeah. Same reason why why with me. But we live here nearby.
Good here.
Yeah, Reed streams too, but he usually streams when I'm going to bed. So
Yeah, I stream usually starting around now to an hour from now, and then I stay online for like 4 hours.
yeah.
I usually get the New Zealand and Australian and Asian and
When
Europe
I was
crowd.
gaming, I used to play with all the Pacific Islanders, the Aussies and the
Find you. So
Guamanians.
Yeah, surprisingly, they're only an hour behind us. Well, New Zealand's only an hour, and so is Guam. After that, it gets further. I think Australia is 2, depending on where it is in Australia.
Well, it's 2 hours behind and a day ahead.
Well, in Australia.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But if we look at it as a continuous time loop,
Like I'm pretty sure Singapore's ahead of us, a day ahead of us too, aren't they? On the other side of the international?
yeah, they are. But they're
If I remember correctly.
5 hours, I think.
Yeah.
5 hours. They're on that 5-hour line.
Yeah.
Well, 19 hours ahead.
So it's if I'm looking at it right, it should be about 4 p.m. Tuesday for Chingle. Am I thinking right?
Yes. Yeah, because it's the same time zone as like Thailand and Hong Kong.
Yeah. All right. Well, Dennis, I'm glad you were able to figure out how to get in. You're always welcome to join me, and Reed knows he's always welcome, and Reed's also a moderator on my Twitch.
Thank you. Great to be here too.
So, yeah. because Reed knows how to Twitch, and I just stream. I don't have any Twitch etiquette, so I apologize for that. But I probably will never figure out Twitch etiquette either. All right. Say aloha, gentlemen.
Aloha.
See you guys later.
Aloha.